Welcome, everyone, to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium and the home of the Southwest Classic, and fans have been filling this place up for the past few hours, wrapping up the tailgates and fired up for what ought to be a sensational clash. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arkansas's offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Green. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You've got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, and this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking for space. It's Moss. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
That's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up a run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game. But in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To throw, it's Green. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He's got his man across the middle. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Finds the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They'll go with the 5-wide outset on 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The completion well past the sticks. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Gonna let it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. All kinds of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to make that ball. Nice job.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it, looking for a first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this brief, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes on a blank quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, when you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going to the ground. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Skips away from pressure. He'll let one go down the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. On the run, it's Owens. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Texas A&M going up tempo. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Watson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Still running at the 40. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Might as well give it to him again.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion is already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. You'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Running back goes in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Weigman. Moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll put the tight end in motion. Running with power.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
There are no surprises right now. The offense is going to do this. They're going to run the football, chew that clock with the lead. The defense has to be really aggressive. This says a lot about an offense. If you can keep getting 1st downs and they know it's coming, that is it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Looking to throw, it's Green. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to...
Looking deep. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Going with the ground game left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David.